Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, have you ever ignored your GPS because you thought that you knew a fucking better way? Like, nah, you see the shit, you put like where you're going, and you're like, because you know where you're going, and you're like, you're typically fucking stubborn. Your ego is like, I know this is the fastest way, but then your GPS just gives you a fucking detour, and it makes you take some fucking streets, and you're like, what the fuck? Nah, I ain't going that route. I know that this route is the fastest one. And so you take that route, and then boom, a fucking crash. Boom, the road is closed. Boom, and then you're fucking sitting all pissed off, thinking, damn, I should have fucking listened to that damn GPS stuff. I laugh because that was me, bro. That is me more times than I want to admit it, bro. You see, early in the mornings, I leave my house. Pretty regularly. I'm turning on my car, be around 4:40, right? I've been aiming for 4:30, but realistically, I've been hitting between 4:40 and 4:50. That's kind of been the average, right? I'm gonna work on moving that up, but that's been the average. And so I get in my car, I'm letting it warm up, and I know where I'm going, but I always hit the GPS to see where's the fastest route. Maybe there's an accident, maybe there's whatever. And then sometimes I'm fucking stubborn, and I'm like, it tells me to go some random fucking way, and I'm like, nah. And so I'm heading north. I'm doing my usual fucking spirited driving, car on sport mode, fucking hauling ass, banging gears, fucking feeling like I'm in a race car when I'm really in one of the slowest fucking cars that I have, which is fucking. To most it's funny because it's a brand new Honda, it's turbo, it's a little Civic, and it only has 200 horsepower, bro. But I drive the shit out of this thing, bro. I really do. And I enjoy driving the shit out of this slow fucking Honda, bro. And so I'm doing my spirited driving. I'm in the morning. I'm fucking doing the thing. I'm listening to the music, right? Literally love that fucking time in the morning. It's literally become time that I look forward to, right? Like before, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to wake up early. Fuck, I don't want to leave the house so early. Fuck, I don't want to drive right all the way over there. But because I turned that morning drive into a powerful, spirited driving session, I look forward to it all the fucking time, bro. And so the road is, I like to say it's empty, but when you live so south, there's a lot of people on the road already. Like at 5 a.m., I'm already jumping on the highway, like fucking rolling. And there's a lot of fucking people already, right? So people are fucking going. I got the music up. I'm fucking shifting gears. I'm fucking focused. I'm fucking trying to make some time. I'm trying to see how faster I can get there before the GPS. And typically I can get there somewhere between 7 to 11 minutes before the time that my GPS says when I'm fucking warming up my car in my house, right? And so every now and then, bro, the GPS will take me on a different route. The GPS will say, take these streets. The GPS will say, get off the highway. The GPS will say, go around and take the fucking long way, right? And I'm like, no. Why the fuck am I gonna go that way? Why the fuck? That's just like a toe out of the way. Why the fuck am I gonna get off the highway? Why the fuck am I gonna take some random streets? And that's just being me. That's just being a man. That's just being a fucking, your ego just getting the best of you, right? Like that hard-headed man that we all have inside of us, bro. Bam, I fucking ignore that shit. And almost every single time that I fucking ignore it, there was a fucking accident. There was construction up ahead. There was a fucking road closure. There was some shit that dictated the reason why that GPS was fucking rerouting me. And yet that little voice in my head, that guy, right, that supposedly knows better, I was like, you fucking idiot. You should have listened to it. And that's just our ego, bro. That's just the man that we have inside of us, not wanting to give our power up, not wanting to give the control up, not wanting to surrender, right? But the thing is that your GPS, the guide, the thing that knows better, it knows better because it has the data, right? It has the perspective that I do not have. And then that's the same thing in life, my brother. Whether it's God, whether it's your gut, whether it's your goals that are trying to redirect your life and really go towards the thing that you really want, my brother. The guide sees things that you can't. God our spiritual purpose, our gut, our intuition, the things that we feel inside, they're being signs, right? Like they're given to us. If you're willing to listen, if you're willing to pay attention, literally signs from the greater power that are redirecting you towards the way that you're supposed to go. You see, the guide has data that we don't. We think that we're being strong when we're ignoring the direction. We think that we're being bold. No, I know that it's telling me to go this way, but I know that I should really go this way, right? Like literally what's happening is that the reality of that moment is just your ego disguised as confidence, dog. Like you think that you know better, but you really don't. I think all the time that I know better, but I really don't. It's literally my ego trying to get the fucking best of me, dog. And so when I listen to that guide, God, my intuition, the wisdom that I've built up, it sees the full map, right? It puts the past, it puts the present, and it puts the future all into perspective, and it starts channeling the things that I want most in life, right? And then what happens is that you only see the next turn. You only see what's up ahead, right? But when you start trusting your intuition, when you start trusting God, when you start trusting your wisdom that you've built up through the years, it sees more than the next turn. It puts this thing that we can't explain into focus. And when you're able to nurture, when you're able to fucking grab that power and listen to it, you start really taking your life in a direction that you didn't even know you would have the fucking balls to take. You see, maybe it could be like a business that failed for you. Maybe it could be like a relationship that ended for you. Maybe it could even be a plan that fell off and that fell apart for you, bro. Like whatever it is that you're frustrated about, like know that you're frustrated because it didn't go the way that you mapped it out. Like, bro, I've been there all the time. I fucking have fuck ups. I have slip ups. I have shit that goes sideways all the time. And then in the moment you get frustrated, you're like, oh, what the fuck? I can't believe. But then you realize that the reason why you're so fucking frustrated because it didn't go the way you mapped it out. But what if you reframe that shit? What if you like literally changed the way you looked at that situation? Like, what if that detour was literally your divine power redirecting your life into a better direction? Like, what if that road that had closed, right? Or what if that crash that had happened, like, was waiting for you, was happening to you, was happening for you, I should rather say, for a bigger purpose? Like, what if that thing that you think right now in your life is like, can't believe this is fucking happening right now. I can't believe that I'm going through this shit right now. I can't believe that it's happening to me. What if you redirected that fucking process, that fucking thinking, that fucking mindset into realigning your mental thoughts from victimization to powerful victory thoughts? And realigning yourself and knowing that it's happening for you, that it's happening intentionally, that as your guide, literally nudging you towards a better purpose, towards a better life, towards a better days, towards the better life that you truly want, my brother. You see, trust the guidance, bro. Like, even if it doesn't make sense, that's the crazy part, that a lot of the times it doesn't fucking make sense. When I'm in the morning driving and that shit tells me to take some fucking streets, right? When I know where the fuck I'm going and that shit is not the way I normally go, like, it doesn't make sense. I don't want to go that right. Like, my ego starts talking. Oh, I know better, right? But the thing is that the GPS has data that we don't have, right? And so God is the same way. God has fucking data that we don't have. Our intuition has data that we don't see right here, right? Like, that route may feel longer, my brother. That route may feel like it's not the right one right now. That route might feel like, I don't know, it's not the right way, right? But what if it was the safer way? What if it was the wiser way? What if it was the more aligned way of where you were meant to go? See, when you start looking at things like that, when you start changing the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Like, your hard head will cost you your time, my brother. It's okay to say it. Our ego will get the best of us. We fucking think we know it all. We think that, oh no, this is the way I've always done it, and so this is the way I'm gonna fucking do it. No, bro. We got to evolve as men. We have to evolve as warriors. We have to evolve as a human being, my brother. You see, when you fight the guide, you literally lose your momentum. Like the universe isn't punishing you, my brother. The universe is just rerouting you back so that you can listen, so that you can humble yourself, so that you can trust the process, so that you can surrender to the greater power that you say that you believe in. Like, think about it like this. Every time that I ignore my GPS, I thought that I was saving time. It's telling me to take some back streets. It's telling me to go completely the longest fucking way around. It's telling me to go a way that I know that for sure is not the fastest way. And what ends up happening? I end up wasting my fucking time, and I end up sitting in fucking traffic, and I end up sitting in a fucking bumper to bumper crash, or I end up sitting and rerouting through the construction route, when if I would have listened to the fucking GPS, yes, it might have been the longer route, but I bet you anything at that time in the morning, it would have been the fastest route. You see the same thing in life, my brother. When you resist the lesson, when you resist what life is trying to teach you, you literally repeat the pain. You're literally going over the same fucking thing over and over again, and you're not taking the lesson. You're not extracting what God is trying to teach you. You're literally ignoring the warning signs. You circle the mountain over and over and over again, and you keep experiencing that pain because we're not willing to let go of our ego. But by being teachable, by actually listening, by actually surrendering to our greater power, to our purpose, to aligning yourself with what's really going on, that doesn't make you weak, dog. That makes you efficient. That actually makes you fucking powerful. That makes you like a fucking warrior. You see, obedience builds momentum, dog. It really does. And when you start trusting your guide, when you start trusting your better power, when you start trusting your intuition, you start flowing. You really do. You don't need to control every single turn in your life. You just need to stay in motion and respond, right? Like that's what faith looks like, brother. Faith doesn't, like, as a matter of fact, having faith is not knowing what's up ahead, but yet having that inner intuition that everything is going to work out. Following the direction without demanding full explanation. That's faith. Knowing that you're meant for something better, and this road that it's your intuition, that God that is telling you to take, it seems like not the right one, but if the intuition keeps telling you that right, if God keeps trying to speak to you to go that route, if you keep being redirected that way, then maybe you should fucking listen to what's going on, because maybe that's the route that you're actually supposed to go. You see, like I actually posted this morning. Like God didn't give David the crown, right? Like in the Bible and in the Old Testament story, you know, when David defeats Goliath, God didn't give David the crown. God gave David Goliath, a fucking big ass giant to defeat with a little ass fucking rock. And so that goes to show you that most of the time you need to be the fucking brave ass warrior and go after the route that God has been put in front of you. You see, when you start listening to that inner pull, you wake up earlier. You take the opportunity. You stop texting the people who don't fucking really matter in your life, right? You stop responding to fucking meaningless conversations, and you start driving your life towards the dream that you really want, my brother. And then suddenly, boom, the doors start opening. Boom, the things start happening. Boom, you start building the momentum. Boom, you start feeling aligned. Boom, you start creating power. That's not coincidence, dog. That's literally confirmation that you're on the fucking right path. You see, so every time that you follow the guide, your life starts accelerating with alignment. It's like grabbing the next gear. It's like raising the boost. You go faster and faster and faster. And sometimes you might trip up. Sometimes you might blow an engine. Sometimes you might blow a head gasket. Sometimes you might miss a gear. But it's all lessons. And it's all part of life. And it's all part of learning to become the men that you always were meant to be. And so my question for you, dog, is where in your life have you been ignoring your GPS, right? Like that inner guide that we all have, that inner intuition that's been trying to reroute you for a reason. Like where in your life have you been ignoring it? And my challenge for you is this week, I want you to do something that doesn't go your way, right? Excuse me. When something doesn't go your way, right? My challenge for you is that when something doesn't go your way this week, I want you to pause. I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to ask yourself, what if this was a reroute? What if this is not a rejection? What if this is a reroute? What if this is God's realignment for me? Right? Like listen before you react, my brother. Follow the prompt. Trust the process. Have the talk with your inner self. Because the guide isn't there to control you. The guide is there to protect you. And the more you learn to trust that voice that's inside of you, my brother, the fewer wrecks that you'll cause on your own path. It really does work that way. You see, the roads of life are smoother when you drive with divine purpose, with divine, I can't believe I can't even pronounce that word, with divine direction, with divine purpose. So you're gonna just sit there and let your life be on cruise control, or you're gonna grab the fucking wheel, listen to your intuition, and go the route that most people wouldn't go. Yo, I'm slamming the checkered flag deep into the ground, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were meant to be. This Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. This is a mission that God has stamped in my heart, and helping you rise is the message I live for. So lock this shit in, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And if today's message, it lit that fire in your chest, my brother, don't you dare keep this shit to yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this to another motorhead. Send this to another gearhead. Send this to another warrior who's hungry for more just like you are. Because the truth of the matter is, brother, that building a better life for your family is non-negotiable. You've got people who are depending on you. You've got a legacy to create. And those excuses that they keep popping up in your mind, they'll never feed the fucking table. So it's time to get up. It's time to log in. And it's time to get the fucking work, dog. This is your moment. This is your mission. This is your movement. And Wide Open is the fucking way. Let's go.